Hello and welcome. This video is the raw footage from my Twitch streams. I decided to make these available to anyone who wants to go back and watch the games from the beginning. If you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to join us on Sundays and Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Time on Twitch at the link in the description. Thank you and enjoy!
Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am Storm's Melody. Today is playing in Genshin Impact. We are going to at least start in Liyue. Um, we just finished the first quest to meet all of the Adepti. And I believe we are headed back to Liyue Harbor, but I'm not completely sure. I haven't looked at the quest lines yet. Um, if we have a little bit of time later, we might go and do some farming of some of the elementals so that we can get some ascension material for the characters. Alright, so that's the game plan for today. I'm glad you could all make it. Hopefully more people will show up as we get going. Hello to that. Let's see. Mainline quest is Dust to Dust. Come on, computer. There we go. Alright. Back to Liyue Harbor and meet up with Child. This is either going to go really well or really poorly. Let's see if we can't grab a couple of the... Oh, you're a traveler. Well, you see, I'm a merchant and I often shuttle between Mondstadt and Liyue on business. I had just closed a big deal in Mondstadt and was getting ready to deliver the invoices back to my boss, but I never imagined that I'd be attacked by monsters while passing through this area. I couldn't fight them off, so I could only flee for my life and ended up stumbling my way into this inn. But I've run off and left all my invoices behind. Could I ask you to get them back for me? Sure, I got this. It's wonderful. I remember the places I passed by as I ran, more or less. Here, let me mark them for you. I placed all the invoices inside a box. It shouldn't be too hard to find, so please help me out. We'll deal with that later. There it is. Woohoo! Got it. Liyue Harbor is this away. I'm guessing he's probably still at Northland Bank. That would make sense. Ah! Hi, child.
You finally returned. How was your journey to Jueyun Karst? I see. Huh. Moon Carver, Mountain Shaper, Cloud Retainer, Conqueror of Demons. Some of these names have never come up in the intel the Fatui gets hold of. As a returning gift, I too have information for you. Regarding the Archon's passing, the Liyue Qixing's response really has given me food for thought. They've announced that, as the true killer has not yet been found, they are not allowing anyone to pay their respects to the Exuvia. They've even gone so far as to try and cut off information. But with the right of dissension and all, even the Qixing isn't able to keep a lid on things.
Exuvia?
It's common knowledge in Liyue that Rex Lapis is also an Adeptus. The Geo Archon is also the god of contracts, and is also known as the Exuvia, prime of the Adepti. The mighty and illuminated Adepti of today all signed contracts to protect Liyue way back then.
Guess that explains why they're all so focused on Liyue's well-being.
Naturally, they both have the responsibility and the aptitude for the job. If the ruling Qixing became unable to perform their duty properly, the Adepti have the right to take corrective action. The Geo Archon's spirit has risen, so why would the Qixing hide his vessel? Truly suspicious.
I agree. Something's not right.
Oh, right! He's the whole reason we came here! If the Liyue Qixing has locked up Exuvia and won't let anyone near, then our quest to find the Seven is already over.
Oh? You're trying to find the Seven? And just why might that be, pray tell?
No comment.
Nice answer. A knight that gets duped by the Fatui would really be no knight at all now, would they? But I can help you with that too, you know.
Really?
Give me some time. Time to find someone. Someone who can help you break through this stalemate. Truly fascinating. The harder they try to silence the situation, the greater the chaos that erupts. If you want to be around to see it all come crashing down, best you stay alive until we next meet, yes?
Yes, child. Watch out for yourself. Oh, that's nice. You have to wait till the next day anyway? Do we have anything close by that we could do until then? We could do this. Yes, I know I could just skip, but it needs to be done anyway. Oh, so this is where we get to spin. I don't have enough yet. Have to work on that. I think Yiching is hungry. Yeah, I think he's hungry. Do you need me to go get you something to eat? You know what? Let me look in the bag and see if I've actually got these photos. Oh, Granny. And... Ah! I know where he is. It's the storyteller from the tea house. Here we go. About the camera. then the other one is Granny. Granny Shan. She is a storyteller. Yay. Oh, and I need to report back to... Excuse me. I honestly have no idea what the problem is. I don't have a cough throughout the day, and then at night I get on here and all of a sudden I'm coughing my head off.
I see some action.
It's actually quite annoying. Here goes you. Yes. About your camera. Yes, we got the pictures delivered. Ooh, and I get to keep the camera. Yeah, sure. Oh, true merchant, asking us for help. Alright. Let's see. Oh, come on. Still have to wait until the following day? Oh, that'd be a good idea. Probably should light that up. What's glinting on the table over here? Ooh, a book, maybe. Hey, Wave. What do you think of the boats?
Tell me, will I find the right girl?
Oh no! I'm gonna fall into the sea! Always your deckhand.
Okay. That hadn't been what I intended to do, but good to know that that's how to start that. Here we go. Time.
Why not?
Ooh, and we have an achievement over here. What achievement do we have for the day? Complete the of land amidst monoliths. Okay.
For a while. Though
There'll be plenty of time for work later.
Back to the bank. Oh, that's a cool picture. May have to see if I can set that as the background of my computer. I can't wait till next Lantern Rite, although it is next year because we've already had Lantern Rite for this year. Aww. He's a kitty cat. Oh yeah, bank. We're headed to the bank.
Join the Adventurers Guild.
Where has Master gone this time?
Welcome to Northland Bank. Personally, I would be very intimidated walking to a bank like that.
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui.
Do not consider Child a friend.
You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a will as solid as the permafrost.
You might be surprised.
But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
What agreement? Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly.
Ah, where is that guy anyway?
Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
Oh, Paimon knows this one. There are two styles of cooking in Liyue, known as Li style and Yue style. They have been competing for centuries, but neither has emerged as the clear winner.
Is anyone surprised that Paimon knows about food?
The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the Lioli Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face to face with the Shinue Kiosk, which is the flagship restaurant of the Yue style.
Trust you to know these sorts of things.
Don't talk to Paimon like that. Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving.
Yes, Paimon, we can go find lunch. There's Child. That wasn't hard.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liyue Qixing would hide the Geo Archon's vessel.
So, where is he? In Lioli Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liyue custom.
Why am I not surprised? I had forgotten that the custom was to meet over food, but that's still not surprising.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhongli, consultant to an organization known as Wangsheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui.
This is Zhongli, one of my absolute favorite characters in the entire game, and one who I keep trying to draw and failing. I will C6 him eventually. I have him on my team, but he's only a C1. I will eventually C6 him on my other account.
Indeed, Wangsheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadows?
Why is he my favorite? Partially because storyline, which we will find more about as we keep going. And because his storyline does actually have a large portion to play in the game, he becomes a playable character that you can draw with Primogems. Even as a level 1 or a C0, C1, he is incredibly powerful. He is a Geo character, which means essentially Earth powers. His powers are to drop giant pillars, but he is also a shielder. And as he gets more powerful, when you get C6, not only can he create a shield for your team, he can also heal your team when the shield is active. So his powers he's considered overpowered if you can C6 him. But honestly, also his backstory is just amazing. And I am a tiny bit in love with his coat. Okay, I'm very much in love with his coat. If I could make his coat, I would. I've spent hours trying to figure out how I would make his coat, and I haven't yet, but I'm still working on it. It would have to be custom dyed or custom painted. I mean, it could be ink dyed, where you paint the ink on, which is probably how it should be done, but we are still talking hours of work that would have to be completed.
It is an honor to meet you.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangsheng some kind of business involving dealing with people?
Indeed. It is as you have guessed.
It's not as you have guessed, Paimon.
The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials.
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhongli because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhongli has to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst.
The Geo-Archon is also an Adeptus?
Archons go by many names. The god of contracts, the god of commerce, the warrior god, Morax, Rex Lapis. Is the idea that he also has the title of Adeptus so strange? As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning. In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition. It is sacrilege.
Well, they do have to decide to deal with...
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Childe has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Anemo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo Archon's last rites?
Childe says too much.
Oh? In our line of work, this means that you want to silence me. How interesting. Draw your sword, we shall... Just kidding. Let's continue, shall we? The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the 7.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again.
Well, looks like I don't have a choice.
If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
Alright, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks, and get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime.
That is an interesting turn of phrase, because he's supposed to have been the... Where's the door? How do I get out of here? Oh, there it is. How does the man who is the diplomat to Liyue not know how to use chopsticks?
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, Traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue?
See, doesn't this coat just keep getting better? I wish I had him as a character so that I could just spin him around and show you the back, because that's also amazing.
I see. So you're that sort of person. It's not a bad thing. But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's 3,700 years of divinity.
That is very specific.
Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Childe wants to make use of the Wangsheng funeral parlor's connections.
Huh. What would Childe get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure. These are the advance funds that Childe has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Wow!
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prized Noctilucous jade worthy of a deity.
Do I have to go to the Jade Merchant? Yep. He's not a bad person necessarily, but he's a merchant, and is typic of his type.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No, we're here for... what was it again?
Noctilucous jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade Noctilucous Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Yeah, no. A man who makes his living off betting on stones can't be trusted so lightly.
Very good. It seems you have learned some tricks of the trade.
Zhongli, he's a merchant.
What do you think, Mr. Zhongli? How should we pick from these pieces of Noctilucous jade?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well. If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need to discuss it again! Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the Mora if we buy them all?
Whatever.
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
That actually becomes really funny the second time around. When you know what's going on. You'll find out later.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora.
What?
See the back of this jacket? That weave pattern is just impressive.
All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
What?
He's talking about economics.
Is this how the rich live? Well, he knows a lot about big money, but not a lot about big savings.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or that your heat control was poor.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheated.
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous jade is a mystical stone used to light up the darkness, and so its brightness is the important thing. It is the moon. Noctilucous jade of excellent quality would have superior pyroaffinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality.
I didn't realize you were such an expert.
I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you. Now, all that's left is to put it into practice.
Priceless, huh? Hyman's just said that we might never be able to use it again.
Now, how am I supposed to do this?
We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? Not buying? come now, my good friends. We can still discuss this. Negotiation is key to trade, wouldn't you say? How about this? I can take a small sample of all three. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
All right, take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
I mean, honestly, that's impressive.
Oh, you flatter me, but I have to be gentle with these rocks. They are my pride and joy. If I'd taken off even a bit more, it would have killed me.
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach. Nonetheless, under the right conditions, these thin slices will serve.
What sort of conditions?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate immediately.
Do I have a Hydra character?
Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based upon fairness.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out.
How about the kitchen?
You mean at Wanmin Restaurant? As long as we do it when she's not in.
That would not do. It is a place where people come and go. They would be endangered if the elemental reaction were to get out of control. We cannot take such a risk.
Oh, Paimon remembers! We once saw this big pot down at the Dada Upa Gorge in the camp of the Hilly Churls from the Meaty tribe. It's real sturdy and should be able to take the elemental reactions. Now, let's pack those samples up and make a move.
Where are we going? I was right. We're back in Mondstadt to do this. Alright. Here we go. Gonna go boil some jade. Because what else would you do with jade? Hello people who just showed up. I hope you enjoy. We are back at the, not the very beginning, but we are in the early portions of the Liyue quest.
Steady as stone.
Come a little closer.
Get here. Windblade.
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
Wow. I had forgotten how much he had opinions. Well, no, I knew he had opinions. Let me rephrase that. I had forgotten how much he had opinions regarding wine. Hello, you.
Come a little closer.
Be gone.
You're in for a little...
not
Spark
to wake
things
them
up a little.
but-
No one escapes my sight!
Yeah, oh yeah, you haven't gotten there yet. In Fontaine, we will meet a character called Nervalette who has sampled almost as many different types of water.
Leave it all to me. Oh, time to clean up.
This skill is really useful when you are surrounded by a bunch of treasure hunters. Oh, and hi, Will.
Come a little closer.
Just wants to get to the cooking pot. Which is, of course, absolutely surrounded by Hilly Charles and Mida Charles.
It looks like the Hilichurls are still using it.
No
It's a bit
kidding.
bright, but we gotta cut the line.
Shock.
Windblade.
Let it rain!
Come a little closer.
Oh, we've got one more. I should probably take care of him.
Steady as stone.
Maybe.
There's still soup in here. These Hilichurls sure have big appetites.
No, it's our lab now.
This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fire it up and begin our experiment. We're ready to go. Paimon will help remember which one of the three is which.
And the reason I say maybe is I don't know that we ever completely clear up exactly what Zhongli is. We know exactly who and what Nervalette is when we get to him. At the end of the storyline. So.
Use pyro to keep making the pot hotter and get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is. So, pay close attention. Whoa! That light came from the first Noctilus Jade! Hilichurls are surrounding us again! Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors! Let's take care of them and continue again after.
You're in for a little shock. Blitz. Leave it all to me. As a dutiful maid would.
Oh, come on.
You're in for a little...
Steady as stone. I'll catch up. That light came from the second Noctilucous Jade, didn't
Yeah.
it? More Heliotros. They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food.
You're in for a little shock.
Where are you? Stand still.
No one escapes my...
Come a little close.
Be gone!
You're in for a little...
I must leave no stone unturned.
Come a little closer.
Steady as stone. Someone need...
You're in for a little...
Alright. Let's finish this off.
Oh, that's bright! Too bright! That was the third Noctilucous Jade, wasn't it?
Yep.
It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
Come on, come on. Thank you. Excuse me.
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you like?
Third, please.
Exactly! That's the one Paimon remembers too!
No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm curious. Whatever do you need this much top-quality Noctilucous jade for?
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you. We need them to make implements for the rite of parting.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought to them. This means that Rex Lapis really is... Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, we have always been under his protection. It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local delights. Alas, alas, all things must pass. Well, if this is to be used to say farewell to Rex Lapis, then I shall sell this to you at half the price.
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn money off such a thing.
I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment, boss.
In the safe hands of the Liyue Qixing and good honest merchants such as yourself, I for one believe that Liyue will continue to prosper as it always has done.
Yeah, let's not.
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this? I'll practically be giving away all my fortune at this rate.
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctilucous jade back.
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten to do that too. Let me see. As I thought, I didn't bring any.
Any what?
Mora.
Mora, my apologies. Another oversight on my part.
A local of Liyue who doesn't have money on their mind?
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Oh, wait. Didn't Child give us some advanced funds earlier? That's a relief. Have a look, boss. Is it enough?
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't quite enough.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace. That's where we plan to hold the rite.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single Mora.
Please remember to bring the money next time.
I will do my best. You have my thanks.
Where exactly are we going? I should look at the map. Oh, we're going to the terrace. We'll just take this method of going up. Why take actual roads when you can climb?
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Yeah.
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of parting?
Yes. I have already rented this location, and have begun making preparations for the rite.
The rite of Ascension took place here too.
That's right. The Liyue Qixing have acquiesced to using the same location.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? We might get caught by the Millelith. Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those pesky Millelith soldiers have come chasing after us. Wonder what that's about. Also, the, Rex Lapis vessel.
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli. So, was this Exuvia hidden away by the Qixing? I mean, we haven't even figured out who the murderer is.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to find here.
It still feels very odd.
These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Trying to help would probably only add to their troubles. Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Teyvat. All the mora that flows throughout the world is minted there.
Wow! Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits Morax. But why do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available.
They must have some ulterior motive.
Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation once in a while is not unacceptable. In Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns, only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers outside their remit. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes? Where'll we get those? Do we buy them?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. The quality of the silk flowers we require is also special.
I am impressed by his vocabulary.
Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making. Its scent, however, is most elegant, and is especially suited for solemn events, like giving offerings to gods and adepti.
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society again.
We shall not speak of the details right now. Follow me. We shall go to the merchants to purchase our ingredients.
Actually, honestly, if Zhongli did do a lecture series on Liyue's high society, I probably would watch that. Learn a lot and have fun doing it. Alright. Oh, that's right. The flower merchant is in fact here. Book.
Hey, boss, do you sell silk flowers here?
Silk flowers? We certainly do. Which kind would you like?
Which kind? The good kind? The best kind? Remind Paimon what kinds there are again.
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Always coming in here with your stupid questions.
Oh, I forgot his attitude.
Golden House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning. One of each to start with, if you don't mind.
My goodness, this gentleman is quite the connoisseur. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute.
Sure.
Now then, please peruse at your leisure. Do let me know if you have any further thoughts.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat. Nevertheless, these are fine specimens, excellently preserved. Just look at the abundant foliage here, and these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. This strain is an evergreen, and mostly grows under complex hydrological conditions. By contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Morphologically, It is distinguished by the profusion of petals and densely packed stamens, though its powerful scent gives it away just as easily.
He used the word morphologically correctly in a sentence, but still.
Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal, and when in season, it has a subtle yet enduring scent. It was first discovered by the ancients when they scaled the mountains in search of the Adepti. Silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over Liyue's history. Most are not grown by horticulturalists.
Wow! A true connoisseur. Most of that was news even to me.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track to set foot in every corner of the world.
I am still an ignoramus on horticulture.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So, which silk flower did you want anyway?
Let me guess, the rarest?
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh yeah, never mind. I forgot. He doesn't think about money.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melodious voice. The same logic applies when purchasing a pet bird. But this silk flower purchase is not an analogous case. The same logic does not apply. Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower when making an offering to a statue of the Seven. Rex Lapis will then make his own choice between the scents. Like several other tedious and complicated traditions, this one has become simplified over time. But this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the Seven in 3,700 years. As such, I do think we should honor tradition down to the last detail in this case. Now that's settled, a question. Do you have any Mora on you?
I wish those $2 words changed into actual Mora. It would help.
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
At this point, I'd be more surprised if I actually remember.
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be an offering to the Lord of Geo himself?
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? I heard the awful news about what happened at this year's Rite of Dissension. It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord ever since. I'm worried that everything I've heard is true. Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord, they're free of charge. Just don't forget to pass on my regards.
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if not for Rex Lapis. If he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares, they'd only be worth a fraction of what I can sell them for today.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameo appearances in support of local businesses.
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us when I say that your generosity has saved our skins.
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money.
Please, it's the least I could do.
So, now that we've got the flowers, how do we make the perfume?
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances have personal experience in the art of decoction.
None that you're willing to admit to.
Talk about first world problems.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk, especially women.
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice-smelling ladies to talk to? Paimon likes this job.
That is rather poorly
I
put.
will wait for you near the statue of the Seven. Meet me.
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan. She's master of the Liyue branch, right?
Off to the Adventurers Guild.
A copy of each invoice is sent to the Ministry of Civil.
I'll race you there.
Come on, just run. Thank you.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
There's Lan.
Should I save this money?
Lan, we need to ask you for a favor.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another adventurer.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
Do you know how to make perfume?
Wow. Just wow. Do I look like the kind of girl who wears perfume to you? I think you're underestimating the kind of person I am.
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lan. What's your secret if not perfume?
Now that you mention it, yes, there is something. What is that scent? Oh, it must be from the Qingxin flowers I picked on the way back. I forgot I still had them with me.
Aha! The truth is out. Lan's got a soft spot for wildflowers.
No, they were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about perfume, try talking to Qimei.
The fortune teller, right? Paimon remembers she smells pretty good. Thanks, Lan. See you around.
Why didn't we start with the fortune teller?
Hello. How may I help?
We've come to ask you a question.
Perfume? I rarely think to use it, let alone about how to make it myself. That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps that's the cause of this confusion. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a whiff and come hunting for the source.
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Yingar's homemade perfume?
Yingar? Oh, as in scent of spring, Yingar?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them. Apparently, her homemade product is better than anything you'll find on the market.
Great! This is just the intel we need. Finally, we're getting somewhere.
Now where's she located?
Should I save this money?
Here we are.
Well, hello. You found me at last. I've been waiting for you.
What? How did you know we were coming?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking for a sweet-smelling lady. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal, after all.
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to be more discreet in the future if you don't want word to get around. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? What kind? 3 in one go. My goodness. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and need some sweet-smelling ammunition. Is that it?
You know, it's Rex Lapis.
Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity, that doesn't explain why you'd need 3 kinds. Sorry, your story just doesn't hold water.
Oh.
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
As one of my favorite poems goes, "O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms as they are deflowered in the spring, for come winter, even thy sturdiest wood shall wither."
Wow.
That went over Paimon's head a little.
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant. But you'd better make sure I'm the only person on your mind while you're hanging around with me.
Sure.
So, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet perfume?
How about the kitchen again?
You mean Wanmin Restaurant? Good choice. Let's go.
Try something new with the Wanmin.
I've had a word with Chef Mao. We can start work now. Are you ready to please me?
What did you say?
I meant make me proud. As my assistant, obviously.
Yes, obviously.
While I'm setting up, you can go and fetch some water.
There's the water.
This water will do nicely. Now, I need you to extract the silk flower essence using a crafting bench. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully, take hold of the mortar and pestle. Gently does it. You need to keep your wrist firm so your hand doesn't slip. Now, use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're a natural. Like a fish to water. Now, take these and try it out on your own using a nearby crafting bench. Don't forget to do all 3. They look visually identical during the essence extraction process, but I will put them into separate containers when the perfume is ready.
Try something new at the Wanmin Restaurant.
I mean, even now there are such things as maker houses where everybody shares the facilities and you just rent time and space. I mean, and to be fair, this is Wanmin Restaurant. Her house is right there.
Wow, this is some exquisite silk flower essence. On to the next stage, the most important one of all. The essence is placed into water and simmered over low heat until most of the water has boiled off. You must take care to control the heat during this process. If the temperature goes too high, it will affect the scent. So please, focus on controlling the heat. This is the final step. Don't waste a drop of that essence now. We want all of it in there. All 3 perfumes are ready. And you, my friend, were a wonderful assistant. A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays.
You know what? I was thinking of you the whole time.
Wow, you actually remembered my throwaway comment. You know, you're cuter than people give you credit for. If I didn't have my guard up, I can see how easily one could be taken in. Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right scent to the right occasion.
Paimon wants to hear this.
Okay.
The first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Younger women will love it. The second one is for those with more refined tastes. The first choice for daughters of high society. Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of dusk. Mature women adore this one. All clear? Don't get them mixed up now. You'll ruin the mood.
Yeah, I got it.
Good. Be sure to come visit if you ever need help with anything. I'll leave you with some parting words. One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously should be careful not to go overboard. Come and hang out with me at Scent of Spring sometime, okay?
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhongli's probably been waiting a while.
We are just gonna teleport.
We've brought the perfumes, Mr. Zhongli. Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
Oh, you're back. Don't worry, I haven't waited long. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief moment.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well, have you brought the perfumes?
3 sets, and not 1 less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream, and it's liked by younger ladies. This is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and the daughters of high society love it. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist. And it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that?
I guess final answer is number 3.
That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is actually an older lady?
Perhaps. Perhaps. Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant dragon form, and... Let's hope the Qixing can catch the real killer.
I will see what I can do, Ayana. But again, we have to get 50 followers before I can do anything.
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our preparations. What's next?
Next, I would like the 2 of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell. She lives near Yujing Terrace. If you ask her, she will know what to do.
Sure, but aren't you going to come with us?
Ah, I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person. Please, do this for me.
Man, Why's he gotta be so secretive this time?
We're about to go meet one of my favorite people in Liyue. Ah, give me my radish. I forgot we weren't in actually in Liyue Harbor. There we go. That's a lot closer. Oops, sorry. Madam Ping.
All things must change.
Are you alright?
It's nothing. It's nothing. I just thought it a great shame that so many of these glazed lilies have wilted.
What happened to them?
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read human hearts. If they heard beautiful sounds like laughter and singing, they would also bloom joyfully. But if they heard too much wild gossip or slander, they would quickly wither away.
So that means these flowers feel what's happening in Liyue?
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lapis's death are no small matter. They are everywhere. Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Qixing made it all up. And still others think that which lies in the deep is breaking free. This harbor is like a mountain of dry tinder. One spark, and the fire will consume us all. Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Did you have something to say, youngster?
We would like to borrow something.
Borrow something? Oh, you've come to borrow the cleansing bell, yes?
Yes.
Apart from that, I don't have anything of value that you youngsters might want. But it was not originally mine, either. That trinket used to belong to a friend of mine. I was a vain beauty when I was young, and I would pester him for that bell all the time. He could not dissuade me, and so he gave it to me. But he said that if someone should come to borrow it, I must not be loath to give it away. It has been many years, and who knows how many times someone has come to borrow this bell. Still, though, I can't recall when it started. It's been a long time since anyone has come to borrow it. Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait that long.
We can look for it ourselves.
That's right, Granny. We'll follow you back home and search for it ourselves. And, we can help with chores if you have any too.
All right, children. There is no need to worry. I didn't place the bell very far away.
Do you live near here, Granny? Whoa, but this is Eugene Terrace. It's gotta be expensive.
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot? My entire household is in here.
How does that work?
In you go, Paimon.
What? There's no way Paimon would fit in there. And why do you need Paimon to go in anyway? Can't you just lift the lid and look inside?
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere inside this teapot, and you are quite welcome to borrow it. If you can find it.
Yes, we're going inside the teapot, and it's amazing. See?
Huh? Where are we? What just happened?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you, children. Please help an old lady clean up.
That did nothing.
Prepare to be blown away!
Here.
Let it rain. Bet you can't keep up with me. Time to clean up. I'll catch up.
Yeah, we do eventually get our own teapot. It's really awesome inside.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Here we go.
Did you notice? The cobwebs were made of elemental energy. How long has it been since Granny last swept this place?
A long time. Where'd it go? Ah!
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Oh! It's just outside its... Fine. Nasty spiders. I typically like spiders, but I'm not fond of these spiders.
You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus?
Ah! That's not fair.
that she's an Adeptus.
What gave it away,
Don't
Paimon?
they all live in Julian Karst? Why would she stay in the city?
Come a little closer. Blitz.
I'll race you there.
Ah! Stupid spider.
Not so hard.
This is going well.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Alright.
Go, go, Baron Bunny.
Ah!
No escape. Be gone.
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Oh, boo.
Leave it all to me.
What?
You're in for a little shock.
I am a disgrace to the knights.
Yes, yes. Bag. Bag, 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 bag. Food. This is going distressingly poorly. Oh, excuse me. Yes, I will go look at the gadgets page in a minute. Got a new camera. Yay.
Windblade.
Hey! Go, go, Baron Bunny! Yeah! No one escapes my sight! That's cheating!
Agreed.
Steady as stone. I'll catch up.
Oh, that didn't do much. Aww.
Leave it all to me.
Finally.
How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
There we go. One bell.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me... All right, that'll do. Come on out now, children. Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick.
Are you an Adeptus?
An Adeptus? Oh, I haven't heard anyone say those words in earnest for a long time. As to whether I am one or not, child, surely you already understand.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean, but is also kinda confused. Are you really giving us the bell just like that, Granny? Don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex Lapis and then we come running up asking for it?
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal in its history. In that time, it has seen the departure of countless Adepti. But no matter what, we have always performed the rite of parting first before any other matters. To cry, "Catch the murderer," at the top of one's lungs, but ignore the rite of parting. That, to me, is what is wrong-headed. Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine has finally decided to take matters into their own hands. So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell?
What if your friend doesn't return it?
Oh? Well, if it came to that, they would find a certain old lady knocking at their door. We haven't met in a while anyway. It would be nice to share a drink and chat. Well, you must have things to do. Since you have the bell, you should return. Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
We will. Thanks, Granny.
Alright. Back to the pavilion, which should be just right over here.
I'll race you there.
We're gonna grab the silk flowers first, though. And the glazed lilies. And some bamboo. Alright. Here you go, Zhongli.
Indeed, this is the cleansing bell. It's in good condition. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside.
Are you also an Adeptus?
An Adeptus?
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes, that old granny asked us to tell you something. If you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed very good. There are none better for brewing tea. When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
Ooh, Paimon loves kites! Are you taking us kite flying? Is this our break time?
Silly Paimon.
No. Kites are children's toys, yes. But they also play various symbolic roles in Liyue's rituals. I will explain it to you. But our next course of action should probably be to purchase the kites first.
Oh, sure. Curiouser and curiouser.
Alright. The kites are this way.
What are you staring at?
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Ah, sir, you're here. The 7 kites you asked for have been made to order. Would you like to take them now?
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite nowadays. In the early days, we used to get orders from people of all walks of life.
Well, this is Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, so he's probably well-versed in all these walks of life. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him.
Fashion, economics, jewelry, jade, pottery.
He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well, but he likes talking about less useful topics instead.
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with you.
Children's toys are very fun things, that's for sure. I enjoy watching the children at play as much as anyone else, but there is more to it than that. Finely crafted toys are well loved by children, but this craft itself has been honed over thousands of years, and there is meaning behind that. I have made kites in Liyue for 40 years, and I am intimately familiar with the forms passed down from my ancestors. The meaning of these 7 kites is far from banal.
Indeed. These are decorations used in the rite of parting. The 7 kites represent the 7.
I took the liberty of coloring outside the lines when doing the insignia of the Animo Archon. As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one must follow the contract given right down to the last letter. These patterns are ancient, and you can also find them in the Golden House.
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before.
Paimon, shut up.
Huh?
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality and eternity so dear to the Electro Archon. These markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to wisdom and the passage of time. All this on a single kite. Truly astonishing. Justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame. As does that which the Cryo Archon once...
The compliments of a learned man truly are pleasant.
Well then, Granny Shen, I shall take these back with me. As for the payment...
Yes, for payment, he says.
Well, allow me.
Hello, child. Thank you.
Hey, it's Child!
No, I was merely passing through. I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for him, he neither looks at the price tag nor his wallet. He knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something that could ever happen to him. Or perhaps you could say that he cannot imagine himself lacking money.
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since we've purchased our kites without incident, there's no need to take a break before moving to the next step in our preparations. The rite of parting requires helping hands as well as materials. We should be able to find some people near the harbor.
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
Alright.
What should I try this time?
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve member of the Adventurers Guild. I take adventuring commissions, but I don't do anything clerical.
Adventure? Venturing into the mountains to capture a few crystal flies seems adventurous enough.
That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer. Never mind. I'll only charge you 15,000 Mora. What say you?
A most fair price.
No. No, come on.
Five geocrystal flies. Yes, I do think it's worth...
Try something new with the One Mean Restaurant.
If I remember correctly, I get to keep what's left over at the end, so I would like to not use all of it.
A full day of odd jobs at Yujing Terrace. No problem. 25,000 per day. A fair trade, yes?
Whoa, that's expensive. Could you give us a bit of a dip?
Hero of Mondstadt? Never heard of them.
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless. Thus, I will simply pay the whole sum.
No, we're not paying the whole sum.
Hey, that's a good price. Anyway.
And yes, I realize I'm still overpaying. I don't actually feel like doing any hard negotiations right now.
Oh, help? Sure. I, Tick, always put in 100% effort into everything I do. Of course, there'll be a premium if you want me to give 110%.
I just realized they were tic-tac and toe.
So what's the job?
Let me see. We are still missing some wooden implements over at Yujing Terrace. They aren't uncommon objects, so I didn't make any special preparations for them.
No problem. That'll be 20,000 Mora for a single trip. How does that sound?
Done.
Zhongli!
This is all you got? No can do. Child? No. He's putting up the money? How about this? Let's make a trade. I'll take what you're offering right now, and get me a single Chinkson flower, and I'll consider that payment for a detour to find this child fellow. How does that sound?
Guess we've got no choice.
On the plus side, I do
Have you brought the goods?
in fact have the Chinksa flower.
Hey, that's pretty good. These things are pretty rare, and I have no idea where I'd find them. With this Chinkson flower, I should be able to pacify my daughter tonight. I'll make sure the work is done before I return home.
Alright.
I just like to make people smile.
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep. A favor for the Fatui should never go unrewarded.
You think you can buy us off with some loose change? No way! Paimon demands to know when the next payment is coming.
Paimon!
Well, how does this sound? You give me the information I need, and maybe I'll leave the Northland Bank's vaults open and unattended for half an hour.
What info do you need?
No!
Huh. Does that mean you know what he's after?
What else could the Fatui want?
Yikes! You're right! Signora!
You both need to calm down. I don't know what's gotten into you. Just what is this about? The atmosphere got so tense all of a sudden.
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy, the finest pharmacy in all of... Is everything okay?
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that they need not return the surplus Mora. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be going.
Paimon definitely felt like Childe wasn't happy with us just now.
Oh well.
Thank you so very much.
This is the only problem with Liyue. It is so large that it takes forever to get anywhere. Here we go. Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Huh. The reception is deserted. And it seems kinda spooky in here. Hello? Is anybody there?
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Huh? Did you hear that? Where did it come from?
The reception, it seems.
How about you go check it out, and Paimon will bring up the rear.
Sure, Paimon.
Oh, there you are. But you can't even reach the counter.
Is she a zombie?
Ah, Paimon thinks you might be right. Look at the talisman on her forehead.
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy. I am Chi-Chi. Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then, Chi-Chi was saved by the Adepti. Now, Chi-Chi is a zombie.
Such a nonchalant delivery of a bombshell.
Something like this would be unimaginable in Mondstadt.
Hello, little girl. Do you sell everlasting incense here?
Excuse me, sir. Did you bring your prescription?
Surely no prescription is needed to purchase everlasting incense. It's not a controlled substance.
Chi-Chi can get your medicine, but only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription. These are Chi-Chi's orders from Chi-Chi.
Orders?
Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow in this case, the zombie issues her own orders to herself. My dear Chi-Chi, we didn't bring a prescription, I'm afraid. But we do hope that you can still help us find some everlasting incense.
Okay then.
How did you manage that?
But Chi-Chi helps you. You help Chi-Chi. Only fair.
Since when do customers need to do favors for customer service staff?
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer-to-peer transaction. That way everybody wins. Sometimes in Liyue, the art of the deal is simply about victory via mental gymnastics.
Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a cocoa goat. Please and thank you.
Is she playing games with us?
I don't believe so. The Guizhong Ballista, at least, I have heard of before. It's a kind of crossbow turret, installed on Mount Qinheng by an adeptus in the distant past. An early mechanical device. Located in Qinheng Pass, it was designed to automatically fire at large monsters, protecting Liyue from external threats.
Mr. Zhongli really knows Liyue inside out.
Apparently not quite. This is the first I have ever heard of the Cocoa Goat.
The cocoa goat is a legendary animal, an adeptabeast.
Did you want to add anything else, or...?
No, just that the cocoa goat is a legendary animal, an adeptabeast. What it looks like, don't know. Where to find it, don't know either. Where it came from, also don't know.
You remember anything else?
Very well then. Let's start by investigating near the Guizhong Ballista. Perhaps we will find some clues.
What the heck is a cocoa goat?
Well then. I think we are going to leave it at hunting for a cocoa goat tonight. I'm glad you have all joined me, and I hope you have enjoyed meeting one of my favorite characters in the game, Zhongli. Starting Sunday, I guess we will go hunting a cocoa goat. And maybe we can go take on some elementals. We'll see. Kinda depends upon whether or not we get distracted by the mainline story quest. Alright, all. It has been a great night. Again, the next stream is Sunday at 9:30 p.m. Pacific time. And do not forget that next Wednesday, the stream will be canceled because, well, the Switch is coming out and I work retail and we have a midnight launch to plan for. So, that being said, toodles all and have a great night.